Yes. So we are live on YouTube as well. So good morning, everyone. This is Rajiv, the club president of Secunderabad Toastmasters, and I heartily welcome all the guests and members to Secunderabad Toastmasters on this bright Sunday. So heartily welcome to all of you once again. So I hope everyone is quite excited about the contest season, which is coming in the coming weeks. So to those who don't know about it, so we have entered the contest season wherein we are having two contests, that is international speech contest where speakers give their prepared speeches, and the second one is table topic session, a table topics contest where people gave about where there's a contest between the members about table topics, that is impromptu speaking, which you have learned in the clubs. So in this contest season, everyone will be competing with your fellow members and test the skills which you have learned so far at Toastmasters Club. So even if you fail in this even if you fail to prove your mark, the experience which you gain through this contest will in this pursuit will definitely prove difference for you as a person. And that's what even the mission of Toastmasters says, right? Because the mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience for everyone, so as to for the members to develop their communication and leadership skills that ultimately boost their self-confidence and results in a personal growth. So with that, keeping that in mind and keeping an eye on the contest as well, let's begin our meeting. So before we begin our meeting, there are few ground rules which I request everyone to please for everyone, which I request everyone to follow. That is, the first one is I request everyone to please mute yourself unless you are given an opportunity to speak, and also switch on camera if possible so as to make this meeting more lively. The second one is please keep your devices in silence so as to avoid disturbance in the meeting room. And the third one is I request everyone to please do not speak about any sensitive topics related to gender and politics so as to avoid any uh, so as to avoid any controversy in the meeting. So with that, uh, keeping these rules in mind, let's begin our meeting. And we have few guests who have joined us for the first time. So let us hear from them about how they came to know about our club and what are the expectations from it. So we have guest Sangamesh who has joined. So hi, good morning, Sangamesh.
Hi, good morning. I'm Sangamesh here.
Yeah.
So I got to know about the club from few of the friends, my brother, who has been the part of different Toastmaster club. And the expectation is just to improve on the personality level, improve on the speaking and more kind of a public speaking.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sangamesh, for taking out time, and hope you have great 2 hours meeting ahead.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And I think with that, we have taken introduction from everyone, from the guests. Yeah. So with that, let's move ahead in the meeting. So we have the host of the day, that is also called Toastmaster of the day, and I'm also the Toastmaster of the day for this today's meeting. So let me give you a brief intro about how the meeting goes forward. So in today's meeting, we'll be having three segments, starting with the prepared speeches, where speakers will come prepared with the speeches, getting it mentored by their mentors, and they'll be coming and delivering the speeches in front of you. And after which, in the second segment, we enter the table topic session, that is wherein we are given a topic randomly and we have to speak on it. That is what is called impromptu speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. And then we move on to the third segment, that is the evaluation segment, wherein we get the feedback for the speeches given by the speakers, and through which the speakers learn about their shortcomings and improve on the further speeches. So this is how the meeting goes. And so yeah, so before we move on to the first segment, there are few role players who will be helping us throughout the meeting. And for that, so let me welcome the first role player, who is the timer of today's meeting, is none other than Toastmaster Pavan. So I request Toastmaster Pavan to please share his role in briefly.
Good morning, Raju, and good morning, fellow Toastmasters and fellow guests. And myself, Meda Venkar Paundurga Reddy, and I can, as a timer, my responsibility is to keeping the track of time for prepared speeches, evaluations, and table topic speakers. And for speeches, the green light will be given at 5 minutes, and the yellow light is given for 6 minutes, and red light is given for 7 minutes. And there is a grace period of 30 seconds, and the disqualification will be at 7 minutes 30 seconds. And for evaluations, the green light will be given at 2 minutes and yellow light is given at 2 minutes 30 seconds and red light is given at 3 minutes, and there is a grace period of 30. After that, there is a grace period of 30 seconds and the disqualification time is given at 3 minutes 30 seconds. For table topics, the green light will be given at 1 minute and yellow light will be given at 1 minute 30 seconds and red light will be given at 2 minutes, and there is a grace period of 30 seconds and the disqualification time is given at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Yeah.
President Raju.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster, for briefly describing about your role. So friends, you have known about what exactly timer does in today's meeting. So now let the second role player is the R counter of the day, Toastmaster Yashwanth, who will brief you about his role. Toastmaster Yashwanth, I think you're on mute. Toastmaster Yashwanth. Okay, I guess there's some issues on his side. So let us come back to him later. So meanwhile, we can go on to the grammarian, the another role player, one master grammarian, Toastmaster Archana.
Thank you, presiding officer and Toastmaster of the day, Rajeev. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, good grammar is required if you want your words and ideas to be quoted by others. That's the reason every Toastmasters meeting has a grammarian role. As a grammarian, my role today is to look for excellent English usages, good words, idioms, and also not so good usages. I'm also supposed to give you the word of the day and idiom of the day. The word of the day is trailblaze, and idiom of the day is as tough as old boots. Let me share the screen for you. So the word of the day is trailblaze. Means someone who is first to do something new. A person who makes a new track through the wild. Usage example, STM says, let's be trailblazers. And idiom, as tough as old boots. It means very strong and able to deal with difficult situations or pain easily. Example usage, don't worry about me. I'm as tough as old boots. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana, for briefly describing about your role and also introducing the word and idiom of the day. And I agree with the core which you said. At HTM, everyone are trailblazers and everyone are as tough as boots when it comes to table topics rounds. And I request all the guests to be as tough as boots as well in that session. So with that, moving ahead, so we can go back to our counter of the day, Toastmaster Yashwanth, if the problem is sorted out. Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Yeah, hi, thank you, Toastmaster Rajeev. So today I am going to wear the hat of age counter, A counter, called A counter. So, dear Toastmaster and guest, see, the purpose of A counter is to note the word and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks in between during the meeting. So I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase like such as, this means, so and so. At the end of the meeting, I will present the report with benefit of all the members. So thank you very much. Over to Toastmaster Rajeev.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Yashwanth, for explaining about your role. So, friends, so here are the role players who will be working simultaneously along with the meeting and noting down all the points. That is, timer will note down timing, remedian, the good usages and improper usages, and our counter the filler words. So they'll be sharing their report at the end, through which we can improve on ourselves where we have gone wrong and improve ourselves for the next meeting. So with that, we'll be moving on to the first segment of meeting, that is the prepared speeches. And we have two speakers lined up today, and I hope everyone is excited. So before I call upon the first speaker, let me call the evaluator one, Toastmaster Archana, to describe the objectives of the speech.
Hi. Toastmaster Ali is giving his project L1P3 of dynamic leadership with title Importance of Fitness. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. All the best, Toastmaster Ali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana.
Yeah, so Toastmaster Ali, I think your audio and video is clear. So
Yeah.
let me spotlight you. Right. So Toastmaster Ali, importance of fitness, Toastmaster Ali.
If you've got no time to work out, you need to seriously rethink your priorities, because there are not many things that are much more important than one's health. A very good morning to all. Before deep diving into the topic, there is one very important question that needs to be answered. What is that question? That question is, what does the word fitness mean? According to me, there is no single definition or one agreeable answer for this one word. There are a variety of answers subject to interpretation. For me personally, being a sports person, fitness would mean being able to go through my regular cricket sessions and my gym workouts along with my regular office days without much difficulty. For a regular office goer, though, fitness would mean getting able to go through their office day and still have a fair bit of energy left at the end. Now, keep in mind here, fitness does not mean, or having fitness does not mean you do not lose energy throughout the day. We are not robots after all. It only means that at the end of the day, you have a fair amount of energy left. Through this speech, I will be focusing on three main areas: the importance of fitness in children, in adults, and in the post-COVID world. The importance of fitness in children is demonstrated by the following fact. According to the WHO, there are 15.2 million obese children in India.
Excuse me, one minute. Can you start it once more? Why? Because instead of speeches, I have Toastmaster Ali. Can you start it once more?
Yeah, sure. It's okay.
Raju, kindly apologize me for I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, no problem. You can share your screen now, then we can start.
Okay. Okay, is my screen is visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah, your screen is visible.
Yeah.
Okay, can I start then?
Yes, you can start.
Okay, sorry for this.
Yeah, no problem.
Not a problem.
Okay, I'm starting it.
Yes.
If you've got no time to work out, you need to seriously rethink your priorities, because there are not many things that are much more important than one's health. A very good morning to everyone. Before deep diving into the topic, there's one very, very important question that needs to be answered. What is that question? That question, my friends, is, what does the word fitness mean? According to me, there is no single definition or one agreeable answer for all. It has a variety of answers that are subject to one's interpretation. For me personally, though, fitness would mean or being a sports person, fitness would mean getting through my daily cricket sessions or my workouts along with my regular office day without much difficulty. For a regular office goer, though, fitness would probably mean going through the regular office day and still having a fair bit of energy left. Now, the key point here to note is that being fit does not mean you do not lose energy throughout the day. We are not robots. No, we are not. Being fit means that you still have a little bit of energy left at the end of the day. You are not zapped at the end. Through this speech, I will be speaking on three main points: the importance of fitness in children, in adults, and in post-COVID world. The importance of fitness in children is demonstrated by the following fact. According to the WHO, there are 15.2 million obese children in India, only second to China, which is 16.4. And believe me, this is not a statistic in which we want to top the world. It is my belief that inculcating fitness and sports in children can help us get rid of this problem to a good extent. It cannot get rid of it completely, but to a good extent it can. Also, according to the WHO, most cases of obesity start at the ages of 5 to 7. So if there is time to act, it is during childhood. Getting children into fitness seems a good idea to eventually eliminating the problem of child obesity. For adults, a regular office day for an office goer or a business person means sitting in one place for extended amounts of time with little or no movement in between. These extended periods of sitting around in one place and without moving can have serious complications like neck issues, back issues, knee issues, etc. According to a study conducted by the George Washington University Medical Center, 46% of adults are bound to experience some health issues relating to their job at some point in life. That is half the workforce in the world. And that is a big issue. Companies are realizing this and they are taking steps to counter it. Those steps include educating their employees on the importance of fitness, having healthier food options in their cafeterias, and having on-site gym or workout facilities where employees can work out and increase their fitness, and encouraging the employees to use it. I feel this is a very big positive. The world we live in today is quite a bit different from the world we used to live in 2 years ago. Coronavirus has turned our lives upside down, and people's long-term health is suffering. According to an Oxford-led study, 50% of people who have had a serious COVID infection are likely to have heart problems after recovery. That is a big number. Not just this, cases of hypertension, elevated levels of blood pressure, sugar, etc. are on the rise post-COVID. I believe that these are some of the after effects, many of which will be revealed in the months or years coming later. Having a fit lifestyle and engaging in fitness activities and living healthily can and will help eliminate these problems to a very good extent. A small step in this direction could be walking or jogging every day, for no matter how much or how little. It will help. Fitness is important, but what is more important is that we judge our fitness based on what our lifestyle is, what our bodies are, and not based on what we see on the net or what we see elsewhere. That is the biggest mistake to make when you are judging your fitness. That should not be done. One thing to remember, guys, and this, please remember everyone, that fitness is the real health, not pieces of gold and silver. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ali, for sharing your insights about importance of fitness in our day-to-day life. Thank you. And with that, we move ahead with the second speech So before that, let me call the evaluator of the speaker, Toastmaster Onkar.
Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. Today, Toastmaster Saptarshi is attempting level 2 project 3. This is from the path dynamic leadership. And the purpose of this project is for member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. Timer, please note that time allocated is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Saptarshi.
Thank you,
Toastmaster Onkar. So yeah, you are Saptarshi, you are audible and visible.
Yeah.
So I hope you can see the timer cards.
Yes, please start.
So Toastmaster Saptarshi, Technology Paralysis, Toastmaster Saptarshi.
It's 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm welcomed by Manav and Mitra, my two robots. Manav holds my head straight and gets my teeth brushed with an electric toothbrush. Mitra helps me get my face washed, have my hair groomed. I'm then served a scrumptious breakfast and prepared for the meeting at 9:30 a.m. All of this while I'm still on the bed. And my whole day passes by with Manav and Mitra by my side. Oh, and did I tell you, I'm not required to get off from bed at all. I live my life in the virtual reality. Life is very good, isn't it? Do you agree? Yes, maybe. Well, we drive our vehicles every day like we deserve it. We take it for granted. It's right here and I can go to any place that I want. But you know what? It was a breakthrough for the guy or the girl who invented the wheel. It actually helped us solve a huge problem of mobility. We fly to different parts of the world, in a plane, because that's how the world works. We want to go to a place, we just fly there. But it was a breakthrough for the Wright brothers who actually invented it. And I could go on and on for the phone we use to communicate, the computers we operate, the television we watch, and so on. They were great inventions, and they actually helped us solve a lot of problems. In fact, the internet helped us fill the gaps, to lead to a life where we want things in a jiffy. We want everything today itself. There are so many problems solved. That is very nice. But I have one question. It makes me very curious. Do we need an update every month or every year? We have had the iPhone so far with updates being rolled out every year. I still remember being fascinated by the Samsung Galaxy S2. It was indeed a huge screen. I was so fascinated to see that I don't need my television anymore. But yesterday I was reading an article in a technology magazine, and I saw that the S22 is already here. Faster, snappier, and bigger. My question here is, who is asking for a faster, snappier, and a better phone every year? Are you asking? Are you asking? Who is providing this mandate? Does nature provide this mandate for us to get updated every year at the pace? I remember iPhone 13 being rolled out last year. There's a Pro version, there's an Ultra Pro version, there's an Ultra Pro Plus, there's an Ultra Pro Plus Max. I don't remember asking myself if I would ever need it, or if I would need the Max version of the Pro. Who is providing this mandate? Is it a particular industry, or is it a particular set of people? It seems like the physical real estate has become boring. Therefore, we now have NFTs, also known as non-fungible tokens, my friends, which are something also known as, wait for it, let me tell it, called digital real estate. Yes, you heard it right. You can now buy an asset virtually. Wait, did any of you ask for it? Also, guess what? The metaverse is here. As if we are tired of the universe, we are now trying to create a world within this world. Your college, office, grocery store, supermarket, hair salons, restaurant, everything inside your house. You don't have to step out at all. It's right there beside your bed. You don't have to get out of your cozy homes anymore. Probably losers would do that, right? Like just sit back, relax. You don't even need your hands and legs anymore. But I still haven't got the answer. Do we need the pace with which we are changing? Is chasing the next going to be constant? Can no one say, I'm satisfied? I have what I wanted. I don't need it anymore. We love it when technology heals paralysis. But what about the technology-induced paralysis? So before going for the next gadget, ask yourself, do you really need that incremental change in the selfie camera that will make you fall in love with you more? Do you need that incremental difference in the speaker that will make you fall in love with music? Do you need that incremental step up in the processor that will make you get the work done faster and make you achieve a different set of goal altogether? Are you on your way to become a prime minister that while switching on the navigation, it will show you the fastest route within split seconds instead of maybe twice of that split second? Do you really need it? I leave that decision to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Saptarshi, for sharing your perspective about how technology is inducing paralysis into the people. So with that, great speeches. So both the speeches are great. And with that, we have come to the end of the speech segment. And so friends, this is how the prepared speech segments goes. The speaker comes up with a speech, gets it mentored by the mentors from the experienced Toastmasters, and then they deliver the speech in front of everyone. So with that, so let us move. So before we move ahead for the next segment, so let us have polls for the best speaker of the day. And I've launched the poll for the same. So it's between Toastmaster Ali and Saptarshi, and I request everyone to please do vote. Let's take 15 seconds to do the same. Yes, I have received enough votes and I'm ending the poll. So with that, we have come to the end of the meeting, and now it's time to begin the most exciting segment of this meeting, that is the table topic session, where everyone is given a chance to speak. And for that, let me welcome Toastmaster Pranidhi to take this session forward.
Thank you, Rajeev, for handing me the stage. Today I'm your table topics master, where in the purpose of the guest, I want to give the ground rules. This table topic will help you to speak instantly. It's an impromptu speech and will help you to train the members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides speaking opportunity for any members who is not only on the duty in the meeting agenda. Guests can also participate if they wish. Each speaker has to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are qualified at 2 minutes 30 seconds. We have a 2 minutes of impromptu speech, and 30 seconds is a grace period. Each speaker must use of the word of the day and idiom of the day. And right now, can we begin the table topics? Everyone is excited to participate in this.
Yes.
Who want to take up the role first? I want to invite the Toastmasters so that two guests will know that how this go on.
Yeah, I will come. Oh, sorry. So Toastmaster Ramarao Garu will come.
Okay, sir. Ramarao Garu. So, can you select the number from 1 to 15?
Number 1.
Number 1. If you get the second chance in life, what you will do? If you get the second chance, what you will do, sir? What are you, Ramarao?
Yeah. Thank you very much for the wonderful topic. It is tough as old books, because when we have to answer this, we have to go back into our entire life. For an old man like me, I have to travel longer, right? So traveling 50 years back, when I recall everything and try to rebuild everything in a new fashion. You know what we want to do? When we try once, and fail, and we are trying for the second time to try to overcome the mistakes and be well prepared for the outcomings or shortcomings. In the same way, if I have to live again, then what I will do is I will recap everything what happened in my life, and I will try to rebuild it in a better way, that I will be prepared for the shortcomings and I will overcome the problems in an effective way, so that I will achieve the purpose which I think today is valid. You know, the purpose of life is the most confusing question which anyone can question himself, because there are millions and trillions of combinations. One cannot be satisfied with anything. So only we have so many ideologies in the world. So now, at this age, now I think I am 50% mature to understand what is the purpose. So now, if I have to rebuild my life once again, then I will start achieving that purpose from the beginning itself. You know, the span of life keeps shortening as we grow older. So now I will have a 50-year span again to rebuild and achieve the purpose which I think is apt for my life. That's the crux, basically. And on a funny note, you know, as everyone says, I will try to be as childish and I will try to enjoy the life the better way possible, so that it remains a beautiful dream for me forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Rama. It's a good speech. Next guest, Sangamesh, I hope, is our guest. Sangamesh, do you want to speak?
Yes, sure. I will try.
Okay, then accept 1, 2 to 15. Can you select a number?
7.
Okay. Sangamesh, if you win a $20 million, with that money, what you want to do? Sangamesh, if you win a $20 million.
Meeting मध्ये sorry.
Hello?
Yeah. Sorry, please go ahead.
If you win a $20 million, with that money, what will you do, Sangamesh? Over to you.
Yes, I think if I get a $20 million, definitely I would love to spend those money to change the world in a different way. Now we are living in a world where we have a lot of money, but we don't have rightly use those money in terms of having a better society to live together. We have much more current era is we have a lot of more money, more time. Most of the people don't have a time to talk. They have each and everything more technology to address the issues. We have more advanced medical sciences, but you can see across the globe, the health issues are growing much faster than the earlier ages or the days and years. We know that the earlier generation lived a longer and peaceful and healthy and happy life, much more than the what we are living currently in this society across the globe. And I would love to spend those money to change the world in a different way, so that each and every individual on this planet can live very happy and healthy life together. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangamesh. Next is Saptarshi. Saptarshi, you want to speak?
Yes, please. If all the guests have spoken, then yeah, sure.
Except 1 and 7, can you select the number from 2 to 15?
I'll go for 4.
If you get a chance to say sorry, to whom and why? Saptarshi, if you get a chance to say sorry, to whom and why? Over to you, Saptarshi.
Yeah, you can start the time. So I've thought for a while, and if I get a chance to say sorry to someone, I think that person would be me. In the past, I have body shamed myself. In the past, I have not given myself so many opportunities to pursue options. I have not let myself loose. I have not given myself the freedom that I deserved when I was young. I was always enclosed in a box. I couldn't just speak up because I was shy or I was afraid. I was also bullied in a way, and I did not take any action. I tried to act upon certain things, but I shied away. Why? Because I thought I was not good enough. I thought for a while, and I asked myself, when I grew up, could I have done something better? Could I have done something to improve myself at that moment and act upon those plans that I had created back then? I try to remember if I've hurt people deliberately. I try to think of people who wanted something from me but did not get. I'm sure there are people who I have hurt. I'm sure there are people, to whom I could have apologized or could apologize. But I think the person I've hurted the most, I think the person who has suffered the most within the purview of my circumstances or the world, I think it's myself. That's what I'm able to think right now. And I think if there was a chance given to me, to say sorry, going back in the past and then telling someone sorry, I think I would tell it to my younger self. Thank you.
Thank you, Saptarshi. It was a great speech. Analyzing and realizing about your past mistakes is the great opportunity. And I hope you have realized yourself. That's a great one. I apologize to you. Sorry. A great applause to you. Next, I want to call upon Ramanand onto the stage. Ramanand? Is Ramanand is here? So I want to call upon next Mohan.
Yes.
Mohan, can you pick a number from 2 except 1, 4 and 7?
3.
3. I have a quote to you that says, great things never came from comfort zones. Great things never come from comfort zones. What do you think about this quote? And how express about this?
Yeah, thank you, Pranidhi. Thanks for the topic. And good morning, all the Toastmasters. So actually, the moment this table topic session came up, I was like bit confused and I was a bit nervous whether to, speak this time or not. Actually, there was something, that was holding me back. That was like nothing but the fear factor. So at the very moment, I have just like convinced myself to participate in this table topic session, and I just like that is when I have actually decided to come out of that comfort zone. So and this I'm very fortunate that like the topic is also very relevant to the current situation. So actually, that is what happens. So I was very nervous because the reason was I was thinking in my mind like, what if the topic comes up, what if I don't have any idea about the topic, what if I'm unable to recall any situation to speak about that particular topic. In worst case, what will happen, we can just talk some random things about the topic, whatever you can, you just come up and speak something about that. So that fear should not hold you back from coming up and taking up the challenges. So yeah, that is all I can say about the quote which Pranidhi has given. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mohan. Next, I want to call upon Preeti onto the stage. Preeti? Okay, Ramanand.
Yeah, Pranidhi. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you select the numbers from 2 to 15 except 7, 3, 4, and 1?
5.
Sorry?
5.
Okay. Your topic is you got the superpower to travel to one country. Where? What is the interesting place to watch? Ramanan, you get the superpower to travel to one country. Where? What is interesting places to watch?
Yeah. Uh, thank yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster and guest. It's a really a good superpower. If I get to travel the some country, that country would be Paris. Sorry, France. So I will be travel to the Paris, where the Eiffel Tower I want to see. Actually, from my childhood, I imagine that the Eiffel Tower in my dream only. So I want to see that one. It was so many movies was being uh, roll roll around that the Eiffel Tower. That is, you can propose someone's there, they will be never say no. So I will go with my spouse to propose there. So she will be more impressed by me, and yeah, that will be the happiest moment will be come, and it will be remember for the whole life. So that would I want to be uh, do with my superpower. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramanand. It was a great speech, and I pray to God that to fulfill your dream. It will become fulfill your dream very soon. Thank you, Ramanand. As Preeti has joined in the middle, so I want to.
I think she left. Preeti is not there.
Oh.
Okay, we can go ahead with others.
Okay, Onkar has showed the interest, so I want to call upon Onkar to select the number from 1 to 15, except 1, 5, 3, 4, and 7.
11.
11. It's a very interesting topic. I hope so. If you get a chance to compare yourself with an object like chair or cushions or something, with which object you want to compare and why?
Okay, thanks, Toastmaster Pranidhi, for a very interesting topic. I think I would like to be Himalaya, if at all the objects, and then I can imagine about anything wild. And why Himalaya? Because I personally gravitate to Himalaya a lot. There are a lot of reasons altogether. First and foremost is the beauty. I haven't visited that place anytime so far, but I pray to God that I should get an opportunity one day to spend some time in Himalaya. The beauty is awesome. That whenever I saw it in the news or in a picture or anywhere, I think it's a very different kind of location in the world, which gravitated me a lot. So I would like to become that. Second thing, whatever I read from many books and many articles, the kind of peace you can enjoy, the kind of solitude you can enjoy in the vicinity of Himalaya, I think it is very difficult to get that kind of peaceful mind anywhere else in the world. So all in all, I would say this is the symbol of solitude. This is a symbol of getting connected with you by disconnecting all the crowd, which is distracting you day in and day out. And yes, I think when it comes to our nation, we also as a nation are having a very good the vicinity, or I would say very good kind of a relationship with Himalaya since from ancient time. So yes, if you ask me if I wanted to turn into any object, I would like to be Himalaya. Thank you so much for this beautiful topic, and back to you.
Thank you, Onkar. And next I want to call upon Yashwanth.
Yeah.
Yashwanth, can you choose the number from 1 to 15, except 11, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 4, 5. 2 we have.
Yeah, so 15 is okay.
What is in your name? Yashwanth, what is in your name?
What is in your name?
Your
This
name.
is the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a famous quote, as you know, as we all know. What is in the name?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Pranidhi, for beautiful topic. What is in my name? So as you can, everybody called me Yashwanth. So if I talk in Hindi, and if I do sandhi called sandhi biched, yes plus vanth. So yes means kind of kriti, kind of famous, kind of something that I do for the people of society, for the betterment, and wherever I get opportunity to serve the society or to help the people, so I do it. So as showing this in my name, so it's my Yashwanth. But apart from this, there are so many other characters you can observe while day to day dealing with me or interacting with me, likewise in my personality, how supportive in nature I am, how a mature person also you can say I am, and how equality behavior I have with me towards all my community. So these all things are there apart from my name. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yashwanth. Next, who wanna try this table topics? Any volunteer?
I'll go next.
Okay. Ali, can you choose the number from 1 to 15? 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7, 11, and 15 are done.
I'll go for 12.
Okay, 12. Ali, I will give you a word from the dictionary, and you have to give the convincing definition for that.
Okay, so you're going to give me a word, the random word, and I have to give an explanation for that.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay.
It's a mediocre.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
Okay. Mediocre. What does this word mean? Well, if you look at a dictionary, there might be a definition, but the real life definition for this word is something very else, very different. You ask some people who are probably at the peak of their powers, or some people who have very, very high aspirations, you ask them, what does mediocre mean? They'll think, or they'll give you an answer that mediocre means that you are somehow in the bottom half, or one of the many people who don't want to do anything with their life. That is what people associate mediocre with. But one thing that I have realized by the time I've gotten to 22 is that a majority of us are mediocre. There are very, very few who are above average or brilliant, excellent, whatever word you may want to use. Mediocre is most of us. So do not beat yourself up saying that I am mediocre, I'm no good, stuff like that. There is no point beating yourself up. Mediocre is most of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. With the time concern, I can't take up this one. And I want to ask the timer all the speakers have been qualified?
Yes, all speakers are qualified.
Rajeev, can you give the voting?
Yes, so I've launched the polls for best table topic speaker. I request everyone to please to vote. Even the speakers can vote for themselves as well. Let's take 15 seconds to do the same. Right, I've received the votes for that as well. I'm in the poll.
Thank you, Rajeev, for giving the stage and giving the stage an opportunity to me to handling this role. And congratulations to all the speakers who have took time and gave the great speeches and their experiences. Thank you so much. Over to you, Rajeev.
So thank you, Toastmasters Pranidhi, for hosting this session. So friends, hope you had a great time brushing up on the impromptu speaking skills, which will be helpful for the upcoming contest. And with that, so we have come to the end of the second segment, that is table topics. And now we move on to the final segment and the most important, that is the evaluation, because as the quote says, evaluation is the feedback of the champion, is the breakfast of the champion. So with that in mind, let's move ahead with the evaluations for the speeches. And for the first speech given by Toastmaster Ali, Toastmaster Archana will be evaluating.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Rajeev. Fitness is the real health, not pieces of gold and silver. Wow. I loved the quotation with which you ended your speech. You started with a rhetorical question. What does the word fitness mean? Even that was good. Your logic is robust and with credibility because of all the statistics you explained. It gave a good impression about the topic, but how you conveyed it can be improved. Like, for example, you started saying, started with a question, what does the word fitness mean to you? And you continued in the same pace, same voice, pitch, same pace. There's no difference in the pitch. Like, you asked a question and you could have left 1 or 2 seconds for the people to answer it. That will make the audience involve more. The question made the audience contemplate, but it was little passive. That can be improved. And coming to more recommendations, the speech content was good, logic is awesome, and even the speech structure is fine. Everything, the link, the structure of the speech, everything went well. You could have made the speech much more better, in my opinion, by using some things like alliterations and hyperbole. What is alliteration? You could have used some alliterations in your speech, like Peter Piper picked a peck of picked peppers. See, it is alliteration occurs when a series of words, usually 2 or more neighboring words, have same first consonant sound. A consonant is a speech sound that is not a vowel. So the words in the sentence, the example I said, Peter picked a peck of pickled peppers. It is the P that is repeated. She sells, she sells. See, even if not this complicated, you can use something simple like Archana abruptly ate all apples all afternoon. This is a simple phrase I made for example. You can have used such things. Here the A repeated many times. Archana abruptly ate all apples all afternoon. A hyperbole, you can have used some exaggerations to make things funny. They just create an overstatement. So it makes things funny and also leaves a lasting impression. Like you could have said, in today's world, humans are on seafood diet. Seafood diet means if they see food, they eat it. Okay, they eat it. And it has, you could have used some sentences like it has grown fat like money of Elon Musk. People have grown fat like, they stopped walking like a pregnant sloth. So you could have used such comparisons and metaphors or hyperbole to make things more funny. All in all, it was credible because of the statistics you used, and overall, it's a great speech. If you include these suggestions, it will be more great. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Archana, for giving your feedback about Toastmaster Ali's speech. And with that, let's move to the second evaluator, Toastmaster Onkar, and hear his feedback about Toastmaster Saptarshi's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeev. Very good afternoon to all of you. A very special good afternoon to Toastmaster Saptarshi. I would like to divide my evaluation in three parts. I would like to start with the points which I like the most. Then I would like to come on a certain recommendation, and then I would like to share conclusion. So let's get started with what I like the most. Toastmaster Saptarshi, compliments to you for picking a very attracting topic altogether, because when it comes to technology, we are living, we are sleeping, we are eating with it day in and day out. So I think audience could be able to relate with what you are talking about very nicely. So excellent start. You have shared the story of two robots, that is Manav and Mitra, and I think we could able to really relate what you are talking about. And you just shared about how these robots are helping you to do your daily activities. So it was excellent plot of story which has started very well and which could able to grab the attention of audience at the beginning itself. Compliments you. Point number two, ask a very powerful question. You really asked a very powerful question. For example, you mentioned that, do you really need upgrade every month or every year when it comes to mobile or so many things pertaining to technology? And I think that was a very powerful question which forced audience to think about what you're talking. And I think that's the way, as a speaker, if you really blow the mind of your audience, this kind of a powerful question help a lot. So compliments to you on that front. Point number three, which I liked, you very well presented the advantages as well as some of the disadvantages you quickly touch upon about the technology, and you very well captured during your speech. You were sounding as tough as old boot. I think credit goes to your preparation, and that's the reason you were sounding very confident throughout the speech. A profound message was coming out of your overall speech, that the technology, that use the technology but not get used by the technology. So I would say a good point. Now, just moving quickly toward the improvement, I have just two suggestions for you which could have really helped you to take this speech to the different level. Point number one, you have discussed in general about the disadvantages of technology. But if you know, for example, kids are now, I would say, not habituated but addicted to use mobile. So if you could have highlight this ugly part of society, where how the children are getting addicted to technology and what kind of disadvantages or hazardous impact effects are happening on their life. I think you could have really added a lot of weightage, as well as quickly you could have come up with some solution as well, because you, me, or anyone for that matter can't deny that I will not use the technology because that is the way we are. But if you could have used some solution, that how we can minimize the technology, how we can have some detoxification by taking some breaks, so that could have really added a lot of value and a lot of weightage to what you are speaking about. So point number two, that. And third one, could have properly utilize your time. I think you stopped exactly on 5 minutes. There were 2 minutes left. So all in all, it was a good speech, excellent start. This 2-3 suggestion could have really helped to take your speech to the next level. All the best for your future projects, and back to you, Toastmaster Rajeev.
Thank you, Evaluator Onkar.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Onkar, for giving your feedback about Toastmaster Saptarshi's speech. So with that, the evaluations for the speeches are done, and let us confirm from the timer if both the evaluators have qualified for voting.
That both the evaluators are qualified.
Yeah, thank you. So let's have quick polls for the best evaluator of the day. It's between Toastmaster Archana and Toastmaster Onkar, and I request everyone to please to vote. Okay, I've received enough votes for the same, and let's end the poll. So with that, the first part of the evaluation segment, that is the evaluation of speeches, is done. Now moving to the second part of this segment, that is the reports from the role players who have worked tirelessly throughout the meeting and making a report of their respective roles. So let's hear out from them what they have for us. So to start with, Toastmaster Pavan as a timer can share his report.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and fellow guests. Myself, Pavan, and the session was quite engaging and so many learnings, and also with full of beans. And speaker one, Toastmaster Ali, he's ended up his speech around 5 minutes 32 seconds, and he qualified. And second speaker, Toastmaster Saptarshi, he ended his speech around 5 minutes 4 seconds. He qualified. While coming to table topics, first table topic speaker, Toastmaster Rama Rao sir. He ended up his speech around 2 minutes 10 seconds. And second, Sangamesh, he ended up his speech around 1 minute 17 seconds. And Toastmaster Saptarshi, he ended up his speech around 2 minutes 1 second. And Mohan, he ended up his speech around 1 minute 42 seconds. And Ramanand Kumar, he ended up his speech around 1 minute 15 seconds. And Toastmasters Onkar, he ended up his speech 1 minute 43 seconds. And Toastmaster Yashwanth, he ended up his speech 1 minute 46 seconds. And Toastmaster Ali, he ended up his speech 1 minute 28 seconds. And while coming to evaluation part, Toastmasters Archana, she ended up his speech 3 minutes 29 seconds. And Toastmaster Onkar, he ended up his evaluation 3 minutes 18 seconds. This is the report. Thank you. Over to you, Rajeev.
Yeah, thank you, Toshmar Pavan, for sharing your report. And with that, let us move on to the second role player, the R counter, Toastmaster Yashwanth, and see what he has for us.
Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster of the day, Rajeev. So I am here ready to prepared with my report for as a counter. So I will present here like Toastmaster Rajeev. One time he used a. So a speaker Toastmaster Ali, first speaker, he used one time a, and one time well he used. Again, Evaluator Onkar, I think absolutely okay, no filler word and no uses. So, and again, a speaker Saptarshi used one time so. Table topic master, Toastmaster Pranidhi used 5 time a, 3 time and 2 time she used some repeated words. Again, Toastmaster Ramarao Garu one time used a, sorry. Again, guest Sangamesh used a 10 times and other words is 3 times. Guest Mohan used a 9 times. So 3 times, but 1 time and 2 times and other words 4 times. Again, guest Ramanand used a 4 times, so 1 time and 1 time. Toastmaster again Omkar as a table topic master. I think they have used 3 times a, and Toastmaster Ali again in table topic they used 2 times a. So that's all about my today's report as a counter. Over to Toastmaster of the day, Rajeev.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Yashwanth, for keeping a track of the filler words used by everyone. And I hope all the speakers have taken note of how many filler words they have used. And if I have to give a suggestion as to how do we limit this, the only suggestion from my side is to just be conscious when you're speaking. And the more you speak where you're consciously, the more we tend to reduce these filler words. We cannot eliminate it totally, but we can reduce them, the quantity. So with that suggestion, let us move on to the next report by Toastmaster Archana.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So today's word of the day is trailblaze, and idiom is as tough as old boots. I suggest everyone to try using word of the day and idiom of the day in every meet whenever possible, as much as possible, or at least once. I found not many people used it, but that's how we improve. like by trying new things, and at least every week we learn one word and one idiom. How much it will be in 1 month, how many things you will learn in 1 year. So please always try using as much as possible. This is my suggestion, and suggestion as a Toastmaster friend. And coming to excellent usages, um, Toastmaster Rajeev used word of the day and idiom of the day twice. Saptarshi used good usage of words like invented the wheel. See, I might have missed noticing some word of the day and idiom of the day. If I missed anybody else, please let me know. You can unmute and tell me that you used it. Okay, so I noticed only this. And Saptarshi used words like invented the wheel, upgrade, fascinated, faster, ultra pro plus max, mandate, NFTs, digital real estate, metaverses, world within world, cozy homes, technology heals paralysis, technology induced paralysis, incremental difference, incremental stepper, body shamed, bullied deliberately. These were the good usages by Saptarshi. Toastmaster Ramarao used words like outcoming or shortcoming. It was like a rhyme. And ideologies, it's a good word. Crux, a good usage of word. And Pranidhi used analyzing and realizing. It's little poetic and it's nice usage, nice to hear. And Toastmaster Onkar said symbol of solitude, ancient time, value and weightage. Value and weightage, it's again poetic and a great usage. And coming to improvements part, someone said, I will try to be as childish because I will try to be childish. When we are saying as, there need to be something to compare. When there is no comparing, so directly, I will try to be childish. Can you say the lucky number? Can you choose a number you believe to be lucky? We have lot of more money, more time. We have lot of time and money. Earlier generation live longer. No, the correct usage will be people of earlier generations lived longer. Shied away. I was shy. These are better usages. And this is what people used, not intentionally, but happens. What is interesting places to watch? What are the interesting places to watch? Would be a Paris, would be Paris. Pray to God to the fulfill. Pray to God to fulfill your dreams. How immature you can say I am. It shows how immature I was. Mediocre is most of us. Most of us are mediocre. I read. They said I read. It could be I read from many books. While writing, it will be same spelling, but I read. Then other characters you can judge. Other attributes of me that can be judged. That's better usage. Equality behavior I have, even mindedness I have, or equanimity or psychological stability, that would be better usages. So all in all, it was a great session today as always, and please try to use more word of the day and idiom of the day every Sunday. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana, for sharing the report on the grammarian. Yes, there were a lot of good usages of vocabulary, and I hope everyone will add these words into your list and eventually use them in your future speeches as well. So with that, we have come to the end of the evaluation, where we have gotten tons of feedback from both evaluators and the role players for us to improve on. And with that, we have one more last poll for the best role player of the day. And I request everyone to please do vote. It's between timer, grammarian, counter, and table topic master. Let's take 10 more seconds to do this. Right, I have received the votes for that as well, and I'm ending the poll. So with that, we have come to the end of the meeting, and we just like that, we have breezed through all segments of the meeting, that is prepared speeches, then followed by the impromptu session, and at the end, we had the evaluation segment. So generally, in interest of guests, generally we have a theme of the day along with these three segments, wherein uh, for in every meeting we have a theme where we learn something new or any new topic related to any field, and through which we learn something and we increase our knowledge. But as we have planned to have, as the contest season is approaching, we are, so as to be eligible for the contest, we are having this back-to-back speakathons wherein speakers can be eligible for the contest. Hence, we have no team today. But with that, we have come to the so that like that we have only three segments today, no theme. So with that, we have come to the end. Let's hear from the guests about how they felt about the meeting as a whole, and if they have any suggestions for us, they are more than welcome to share. So Sangamesh, you can share your feedback. So how was the meeting as a whole?
Yes, thank you for allowing me to join your meeting. I think it's a really wonderful session to learn something more about where we are, and I think it will be definitely useful for me as well. So I will definitely think positive to join the club in near future.
Yeah, thank you, Sangamesh. It's great that you enjoyed the meeting, and obviously you'll more enjoy the meeting more if we had a theme as well. But anyways, so and also we are interested, as you mentioned that you're interested to join our club. Just you can connect with us later on, and I hope you are already in the WhatsApp guest group. So Sangamesh, are you already in the WhatsApp guest group or Secunderabad Toastmasters?
Yes, I'm already in the WhatsApp group or the guest group.
Sure, then we'll connect with you and inform you about more details regarding the job.
Sure.
Yeah. So thank you, Sangamesh. And with that, yeah, there are no more guests. So yes. So now it's time to see the results of the polls which have conducted so far. And to start with the best table topic speaker, among all the speeches were great and everyone took out their time. Everyone came out on the stage and spoke very well. But today there are only one winner, but not one winner. We have two winners today because it's a tiebreaker between Toastmaster Ramarao and Toastmaster Saptarshi. So congratulations to both of them. Both of them have won the table topics session. So congratulations. And moving on, the best role player of the day goes to our grammarian Toastmaster Archana. So congratulations, Toastmaster Archana, for constantly noting down the good and bad improvements for the English language. And moving to the next, that is the best evaluator of the day. And best evaluator of the day goes to Toastmaster Onkar for his evaluation of Toastmaster Saptarshi speech. So congratulations, Toastmaster Onkar. Now coming to the all important, that is the best speaker of the day. And any guesses from the audience? Who's the best speaker?
Saptarshi?
Yes. So yeah. So the best speaker of the day goes to Toastmaster Saptarshi. So congratulations, Toastmaster Saptarshi.
Thank you everyone.
So yes, I think we have come to the end. And so before we log off, so I request everyone to please to switch on your camera so that we can have a small photo session.
So photo tistarani.
Yeah. Right. So 3, 2, 1, smile. Yeah, thank you everyone. So next we'll be convening on the following Sunday, that is 27th February. And I hope you're following the announcements in the STM group. So we'll be having our contest for our club contest for ISC and TT on 20th March, and it will be held virtually. At the same time, so we'll be also having our milestone meeting, that is 300 meetings for STM on 6th March. It is also conducted virtually, and I request every one of you to please actively participate in the meeting. And today I'll release the Google form for what roles are available and what you can bring onto the table for the milestone meeting to make it a successful event. So with that, we have come to the end, and hope you all have a great weekend and a following week as well. So until then, bye bye.
Bye everyone. Happy Sunday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, President.
Bye.
Happy weekend.
Bye everyone.